What is up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Just got home from dropping my Peterbilt off at the shop, and I was going through some comments on a video that I'd made about Prime increasing their mileage requirement for TNT drivers to 50,000 miles. And I wanted to kind of react to some of those comments, but before I get to that, have any of you guys seen that article about the former Swift driver that had got fired by Swift, and I think he might have gone to prison, and he got out, and he was retaliating against Swift by lighting a bunch of their trucks and trailers on fire? It was about 24, 25 trucks, and he ended up getting caught because they tracked a common cell phone to where all these incidents happen. So if you happen to be doing some dirt, don't have your cell phone on. That's the lesson of the day. But anyway, I'm gonna leave a link to that article in the description below so you can check that out. But in regards to this 50,000 mile situation, at least 3 or 4 comments where people were saying that's just Prime trying to get free labor out of people, and that's Prime just trying to make money and all that kind of stuff. And you know what, that could be the case, or it can't be the case. It probably is the case. But one thing that I'm going to tell you is I really don't worry about stuff like that if I'm getting what I need out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? If I was going into TNT training, regardless if Prime is making more money because there's another team on the road, that really has no effect on me if I'm getting what I need out of the situation. Now, if you're not getting that out of the situation, then go to another company. It's that easy. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people that are leaving these comments probably didn't work, aren't working at Prime or thinking about coming to Prime. So, but if you do happen to be coming, what are you getting out of the situation is really all that matters. And in thinking about that, those comments, it reminded me about a book that I had read about 20 years ago, and it was about perspective. And in one of these chapters, there was a story about a guy that had owned this business, and his business was on the brink of failure, and he ended up hiring this salesperson, and this salesperson came out crushing it. You know what I'm saying? Sold above and beyond what anybody would have thought that he would have sold, ended up saving the company, and in the end, he ended up making more money off of commission than the actual business owner. Now, the business owner should be happy because his business is saved. He's making more money than he ever thought he was going to make, but he couldn't handle the fact that he had an employee making more money than him. So what do you think he did? He went and changed the commission structure so that the salesperson wasn't making as much money as he was making before. So what did the salesperson do? Salesperson quit, ended up going to a competitor, and ended up putting this company out of business. Now, had the business owner just thought about what he was getting out of his situation and not worrying about what the other person was doing, he would have had a successful, thriving business. You know what I'm saying? But because of ego or whatever it was, he ended up changing things up and basically putting himself out of business is really what ended up happening. So had he just been happy with what he had, he'd have been good to go. So that's kind of the perspective that I take in general when I'm at Prime. I'm not sitting here trying to worry about how much money they're making. They could make $1 trillion, they could make $100 billion trillion, and that really doesn't matter to me as long as I'm getting what I need out of this business. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be the first one to tell you, if you're not getting what you want out of this, whether it's the career itself from whatever company you're with, just go ahead and leave that company, quit the industry or whatever. But sitting around and complaining about it is not going to change anything. And trying to make other people feel bad about their situations isn't putting you in a better situation either. So just wanted to kind of react to that a little bit. One of the things about having a business is trying to maintain some profit. You know what I'm saying? And probably more than any of these things is satisfy your customer base. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, just wanted to kind of throw that in there. About to run in here and watch a movie with my wife, and just relax for the rest of the evening. But I do appreciate you guys stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. As always, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.